So we'll see if they can, which strategy works the most here.
Dr. Scott Rogers' team coming in at 21-4 overall, 9-1 in the GGCL. They're here with a win over Fairfield that brings them here to this district championship, Mike, as you had mentioned before. And the Wayne Warriors 15-9, 7-5 in the GWOC in the National East. So they got here with a win over Springboro. So let's go ahead and check in and see if we can pick up our PA announcer for our starting lineups after we have a few of these announcements with regards to the rules and state game. But again, Mike, this time of year, one and you're done.
Yeah.
Wayne's dangerous at this time, aren't they?
No. They got a lot of returning girls there. They actually have a new head coach. He had very much success in the boys program up there for years. Coach Trice, and his daughter's on the team, one of the better players. But Mountain, their name's just steady Eddie. They know what to do. They got Coach Doc Rogers' philosophy of playing defense, passing the ball around and sharing the ball. And again, big moments all year long. I think, they have a total of 4 losses, Mountain Notre Dame, and they play a really, really tough schedule.
You had mentioned, Mike, the emergence of scoring of that leader, Gabby Marshall, part of that state championship squad from last year, averaging 16.3 a game now. And, of course, another junior, power forward, Julia Heffling, who comes in, leading the team in rebounds.
Well, she's rebound. She gets an inside presence, still shoot from outside. But again, they got players from the inside and outside for Coach Doc Rogers' team, and we'll see what can happen.
What I was looking at, Mike, was the stats for them. They shoot over 40% from three-point land.
Yeah, and actually they share the ball. They got multiple threats.
There was Makira Cook, a sophomore that's going to be in the starting lineup for Dr. Scott Rogers. Talking about that, Mike. Olivia Trice, Coach Trice's.
Yeah. Good family genes. The brothers one went to Michigan State, one went somewhere else. So very good. Yep.
So again, Mike, we got a district championship today from Viking Village. We got 4 games going on here today. This is the third of the 4 games. I've never seen this parking lot this packed.
No, it's again, a lot of good high school basketball. We've said it for years. The Dayton and the Cincinnati are very, very tough girls basketball and boys. Don't get me wrong, but we're doing girls, and some of the best teams in the state are down here. Tip-off time.
Yeah, and Gabby Marshall comes away with that ball. I'm sorry, that's Layla Thelia, who, Mike, you were talking about as a freshman. We were watching her in warm-ups.
She's smooth.
She's one of those unique talents. There it gets pounded inside. Heffling with a look, can't get it to fall. Battling to keep it alive is number 22, Abby Voss. But the ball will go to the Lady Warriors of Wayne High School.
Good shot, open shot right off the get-go. Just couldn't knock it down. But, yeah, like you were saying, the 10, talking to people around, she's 5'10", and she plays like a junior or a senior already. She's that talented.
Nyla Hampton
Oh, just right by him.
Straight into the hole. Can't get it to fall. Tipped around. Good job of coming down with the rebound.
But you know what? That's a blow-by, Steve. You got to knock those in tournament time. Because Mount Notre Dame is the favorite team, though. That doesn't mean they're going to win, but they're the favorite, so Wayne has to knock down all shots.
There's Felia with a good look. Can't get it to fall on the rebound. Corral down. Oh, there's a run out.
No.
Destiny Bohannon has it tipped away.
They don't mind that action. Wayne does not mind that action. Again, they cannot convert.
Yeah, both of them just a little bit nervous here.
There's zone action.
So McCure Cook now, they're going to go ahead and force him to come out as Gabby Marshall at the top of the key stops, fires, and unfortunately rooms in and out. Nice rebound by Aubriana Hall.
It's unusual to have a team play zone defense that likes to get out and run, just because you're not putting pressure on it. But that's where they think they got to handle Mount Notre Dame. But
Hampton working at the top. Cook with her. Bohannon dribbling near the top. Looking for a lane to cut through. Nice job of pushing him back. Trying to slide through.
Again,
nice
blow by.
Move. Dunson with the contact and the bucket. Senior Maya Dunson. Yeah, Mike, that seems kind of rare, but Dr. Scott's team doesn't seem to be picking up on the switches too well here at this stage.
Hard mismatches. Wayne's very athletic, good athletic team to get up and down the court, and they spread the court very well.
Wayne ahead early 3-0.
And they switch it up now. They're two different defenses, 3 different times down. So more of a 1-2-2 action right here. They're going to be concentrating on Gabby Marshall wherever she goes. They're going to keep somebody on her.
Slid over to the side. Felia pump fakes. No, she's going to go ahead and back it out. Gets over to Gabby Marshall. Swings it over in the corner.
Nice head.
Oh, that's a nice head fake. And a baseline jump by Makira Cook.
Great shot fake. Get another couple dribbles, knocks down a 8-footer from the corner.
No defensive pressure. Oh, nice swing over. Bohannon to the baseline. Can't get it to fall. Gets her own rebound. On the reverse, has it tipped away. Good job of coming down with the rebound by Abby Voss.
I love Bohannon. I've seen her play the last couple of years, and just a little out of control there. She's got to knock that down.
In the corner. Felia bounce pass. Voss inside. No, but she stays with it. Goes back up. That's a nice tip away by Hall. Hall on the run out. Bohannon can't handle it, and they're going to say it stays with the Lady Warriors of Wayne High School.
Yeah, like we talked all year, partner. It's just the right idea. It should have been a bounce pass there instead of throwing that over.
Kicked in to Hampton.
Look at Mount Notre Dame switching up now. They go zone. Again, we talked about Wayne going by them the first couple of possessions to see what happens. They're going to trap out of it. Middle, nobody in the middle for Wayne right now.
Hall thinks about it, kicks it back over to Bohannon. Now they're going to go ahead and reset it. 3-2 our score, 4:30 to go here in the first quarter. Bohannon kicks it over. Hall can't handle it. Now slides it into the corner.
This pace of play, though, is Notre Dame's used to this a little bit more than Wayne is, I think.
Trice with a bounce pass. Now Bohannon barking out some signals. Kicks it over the top. Into the corner, wide open with a baseline jumper, nailing that thing.
Trice.
Olivia Trice with a nice look and buries that 3.
Good looking shot. Good patience by Wayne. Partner.
Just nice feeding it down. There's a nice drop step and a go by Voss. Can't get it to
look at
fall.
This. Look at this run out. There's 3 of them.
Oh, and stepping through. And getting her hand on it was Makira Cook.
Wayne had a run out of 2 girls.
She puts a little air underneath it, and there's a 2-point basket, Mike. She just threw it flat.
Oh.
Bounce pass. Voss.
Walk. Watch this corner. Good form. Good arc. Yeah, that's a nice shot.
Yeah, that is a great looking shot.
A couple subs coming in the game for both teams.
Yeah, Grayson Trula checking in. A 6-foot power forward. She's going to go ahead and occupy the middle of that zone, Mike, because they're going to give Abby Voss a break.
Well, both teams have been scouted. You know that. These high school coaches did a great job of scouting everybody, so they know who can shoot and who can't shoot.
That was a hard take by Aubriana Hall. Couldn't get it to fall. Gabby Marshall on the sprint out. She'll back it out. Julie Heffling.
I'll tell you what.
Man, that's
freshman.
Filia.
You know what? No hesitation. That's why I like it. Move the ball around, no hesitation, shoots a nice jump shot.
6-4 our score, 2:44 and counting here in the first quarter. Oh, trying to thread it down. Nice tip away.
Another turnover.
By Filia, who stepped into the passing lane. Marshall now set up the offense, fires from long range, can't get it to fall. Filia almost with a foul on the back, but no.
Look at this. All the way.
Trice on the run out. Trice with the dipsy-do, can't get it to go, but the power rebound and the try for a stick back, but Kyra Willis, no. Makira Cook now with a take. She can't get the flip to go in.
Pass the ball.
Hall on the push out.
There's people open. They just look.
Out to Bohannon.
Some wild action there, but no points come on.
Yeah, I mean, Mike, you know, whoever would have thought 6-4 with 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter, but both teams are working to be very patient. That's a look for a three. Can't get it to fall, but Hampton and battling down inside. Kyra Willis. Wow. And Kyra Willis is battling down there, Mike, and that's what she does best. Willis coming in, leading the team with 4.5 rebounds per game.
Get after it, young lady. Yeah, that's just work. That's a 50-50 ball. She wanted it more than the others. Now you have to come up, take a deep breath, because that was a lot of work right there. Knock down your free throws.
And in and out. It was almost all the way down, Coach, and it just went right out. Charity Miller checking into the contest as Destiny Bohannon checks out for the Lady Warriors of Wayne High School, who leads 6-4 here with 1:40 to go. Willis with the second one, a little flat.
No.
Look at Julia Heffling with the box out. She corrals the rebound.
Great box out by Mountain Notre Dame. Everybody cleared out the lane. They just went and got the rebound.
Makira Cook.
The lane's going to stay in their...
Marshall over to Cook. Marshall thought about it. She'll pull it down.
Her couple of shots have been deep so far, 5 feet past the three.
Cook with a good look at a three-pointer and knocks it down right in front.
First lead of the game from Mountain Notre Dame.
Aubriana Hall, yeah, that three-pointer pushes them ahead, Mike, with 1:05 to go. Hampton kicks it over to Miller, who just checked into the contest. Miller loses the handle.
Another turnover, though. Wayne is just shooting themselves in the foot.
Cook, Heffling squares up and rattles home the three. Junior Julia Heffling.
What do we say? Multiple people can shoot the ball. They pass the ball very well as a team. And Wayne, again, cannot come in here and turn the ball over this much to expect to win this game.
Miller kicks it over Hampton. Hampton going to go ahead and dribble. Kicks it over again to Miller. Miller all the way across. That's kind of a dangerous pass. 20 seconds left in the first quarter here.
Might as well go for the last shot. If I'm Wayne, I hold it till 8-9 seconds. Then go. Time to go now. It's a running clock. If it goes in, that's a shot.
Trice thought about it.
You got to shoot that, young lady.
Yeah, pulling it up inside. The banker does not go. Rebound, and as time expires. Hey, kind of a boring first quarter, but Dr. Scott's team's starting to heat it up, and we're going to see it here from the last two baskets, Mike.
Just a ball movement. Wayne cannot react quick enough. But I like the girls are getting there, catching and shooting it real quick. Look at that. The same thing at the top.
Julia Heffling rattling that one home to give these guys a 10-6 lead. Folks, our cablecast replay times, if you are so inclined, you'll be able to check us out on ICRC-TV.com, where this thing will be posted out there shortly. And at that time, if you go to ICRC-TV.com, you'll see the times that it will be replayed on our cable channels as well. So what do you think, Mike? I mean, again, kind of boring in that first quarter, but you can see the discipline of Dr. Scott's team.
Yeah, does a great job. But Wayne, they got to come in and miss a couple free throws, miss a couple layups, and they got like 5 turnovers. Can't do that against the defending state champion, Mount Notre Dame. Like I said, Mount Notre Dame's played a lot of very good teams this year. They've been in a lot of close games, so they're not going to get rattled. And again, they're taking care of the basketball better than Wayne is.
Anybody that's on this Mount Notre Dame team that's a sophomore or above remembers what it takes too, Mike. I mean, they state champions last year. So
yeah, no, they did a good job. But Wayne, though, that last possession was very good. You had a wide open 8-footer, just couldn't knock it down. And the coach Trice had to be happy with the execution, just not the final result.
So Wayne with the ball here to begin the second quarter as they trail 10-6. Miller working on the top.
And again, Trice and Bohannon are the 3-point shooters for Wayne.
Bohannon thought about it, kicked it over to Miller. And yeah, see how the defense is sort of sagging off of him, Coach? Yeah, they're going to get Julia Heffling with just sliding her knee out.
Again, we're down, coming from Princeton High School. Folks out there watching this have never been here for a game. Gorgeous, gorgeous basketball arena here, Steve.
Yeah, beautiful facility.
Good crowd.
Gary Crowley and the crew here always do an exceptional job. One of our ICRC regular schools.
Yeah, they're very well attended, and they do a great job of hosting this event.
Nyla Hampton working her way at the top. Coach Trice barking out some instructions.
Shoot. At this pace, we might be out of here in a half hour.
Quickly, again, they try to penetrate inside. The ball's tipped away.
Yep.
That was Grace Centrula, a sophomore who checked in earlier.
Man-to-man, though, now. So the start of the quarter here, they're going man-to-man. I think Coach Trice will see them get some more ball pressure.
All right, now start watching the rubs, the screens, and the switches, Mike, because that's, Dr. Scott's team. Look at that. Great job of posting up.
That's good post pass. Got the ball to post, good passing.
Cook into the paint, rising up, knocking down the short jumper. Nice feed from Layla Filia.
I tell you what. Yeah, but that Cook, though, she's only a sophomore. She goes up penetration drive and shoots that jump shot nice. And again, the zone has kind of zapped some things out from Wayne's offense. They scored those 6 points early in the first quarter.
Yeah, but you know what I noticed, Mike, the last couple of possessions is that when the ball gets rotated, they're doing a better job, Mount Notre Dame, of recovering this time.
Turnover.
Gabby Marshall with a take. Gabby Marshall gets fouled hard that time by Nyla Hampton, and she'll go to the line for 2.
Good defense, good sportsmanship there at the end. This comes across hard. No intent, helped her off the ground.
There's a good look at Miss Marshall. Again, junior leader for Dr. Scott Rogers' squad. And Mike, it seems like we've been watching her down there forever. She's only a junior. She's still got another year left.
I apologize, folks. I want to say she was offered or going to resign in a year early somewhere, Division I college somewhere. Very, very good high school basketball player.
So she knocks down both of them, extending that lead to 8 now. 14-6 our score.
That's a good take. You just got to knock it in.
Yeah, Trice. I'm sorry, that was Aubriana Hall who penetrated and couldn't get it to fall, and Coach Trice is going to get him a timeout, Coach.
Yeah, and this is Wayne. We saw him last year, too. They just don't have a lot of scorers. Mount Notre Dame's a tough beating the zone, so they don't have a lot of outside shooters, quite frankly. So Coach Trice has got to sit them down, tell them to relax a little bit, and find another game plan. I still think they need to get up and down a little bit more if possible.
And there he's talking to him a little bit about, again, coming down with a rebound and looking to push it.
Right. Yeah, you got to do something different because, again, what's happening now in the last 3 minutes, the 4 minutes, the first quarter, and to now, Steve, it's been Mount Notre Dame's game. So they got to find another way to try to score some points. Easier said than done from up here, I'm sure, but these coaches, they all do a very good job, so we'll see if they can figure it out.
And again, Coach Trice, his team started off, Mike, where they were just, they were neck and neck with these guys. And again, Dr. Scott Rogers' team just, again, starting to show the discipline, show the defensive prowess and how to get things together.
Yeah, they got, again, they switched to the zone. Mount Notre Dame did. That's when it all started. They got a couple of drive-bys, went right by some Mount Notre Dame players, and that's how they converted some points. So let's see what they, after the timeout, see what Wayne comes up with here.
And I'm expecting a little bit more movement because they've just been standing around trying to throw it along the perimeter.
Yeah, what they did there, they just tried to get a screen at the elbow, free up the shooter.
Good job of Mount Notre Dame of sliding over to cover it. Trice kicks it over to Hall. I'm sorry, that's Nyla Hampton. There's Hall. Bohannon thought about it.
Nice bounce
now
pass.
they penetrate it.
You got to finish. That's
oh,
good
that's
block.
a nice take, but that's a great,
hustle.
even
Look at
nicer
this.
block by
Try it again.
Grayson Trula.
Try it again.
Good job by the pull down by Mila Dunson. She came down with the loose ball and went strong with that left hand. 14-8 our score.
That was excellent work by her. Stayed with it, got her shot blocked, but stayed with it. Look at this.
Look at that back cut.
Passing, that passing.
How about Grayson Trula, Mike? She doesn't even let the ball go down below her shoulder. She just flicks it right in there. 16-8. Bohannon at the top of the key. Swings it over. That's good ball rotation. That's a good look. Unfortunately, Hall couldn't get it to fall. Nice long rebound by Bohannon. And Bohannon now tips it away. The ball will stay with the Lady Cougars of Mount Notre Dame High School.
Yeah. Air ball there on the corner. But see, that's too easy. I mean, it's right in the paint area. That's where communication is big on the defensive side.
That was the great job, a little high-low. She turned, pivoted, looked. She did the same thing again. That's that junior leadership from Julia Heffling. Cook thought about it. She would pull it down. Ophelia now. She'll back out and pull the defense a little bit with her.
3 seconds.
Yeah, they're going to say that Julia Heffling has worked his way because they were trying to work Centrula and Heffling with a high-low work on the opposite side that time. And on the 3-second call, not many turnovers of the mental variety from Dr. Scott's team.
No. She had a mismatch, wanted the ball in there, but usually they don't count at 3. They usually give about 4 or 5, but she was too long.
Trice.
Just too lazy passes. They got to snap the ball.
Hampton has that thing tipped away by Lily Ophelia.
Another junior comes in for Mount Notre Dame.
Rachel Weehee. Trice working out at the top. I'm sorry, that's Bohannon. Oh, and there's that sloppy passing again, Coach, as Hampton just throws up one hand trying to pull down that pass.
Got to be frustrating, the head coach, and just like you said, use the word sloppy. And you're against the zone. You shouldn't have to work that hard.
Not much offensive action here in this third quarter, except for a couple of buckets by Mount Notre Dame. Oh, look at that feed inside from Heffling, and Centrula just turns and pops and nails it.
They have to, Wayne's got to find an answer here real quick, or they're going to get blown out.
Bohannon into the paint, throws up a runner and knocks it down.
Very athletic player, can get up and down. Look at this.
Oh, and Centrula on the run out couldn't quite handle that pass from Gabby Marshall. Gabby looking to penetrate and get that thing done with 2:56 to go. Aubrey Hall going to check back in, and Myra Dunson checking back out for the Lady Warriors of Wayne High School. Bohannon over the timeline, swings it over. Hampton thought about it, now pitches it in the corner.
Yeah, the lady at the elbow is right open. That's a good take there.
Nice take, no good. Nice rebounds by Centrula.
They got a break if they want to go.
Gets it out to Heffling.
Wow.
Pull-up jump shot, can't get it to go. That time by Felia.
Pass the ball. Wayne, she'll attack. Oh.
Kicks it out. Bohannon with a good look at the three and buries it. And Dr. Scott going to get a timeout with 2:12 to go. Mike, he just didn't like what he saw in the last couple of possessions.
Yeah. One pass shot. Set them down. We were doing well when we moved the ball as a team. And then Wayne's hit the last 5 points. So a good little comeback here by Wayne. They're still down 5 points with 2:12 left to go. So let's see who can finish the going into halftime on a high note.
Yeah, well, Coach Trice is at least he's got them, thinking a little bit more. They look a little bit more spirited the last 2 or 3 possessions since he took that timeout.
And again, think what they did. They got that offensive block shot, second chance point she put it in, and then Bohannon a couple times attacked the hoop. And the last one she hit a 3-pointer because they backed off after being attacked in the first couple times. So.
Yeah, that totally opens up the offense, though, once you can slash and make a few buckets. 18-13 our score. Marshall kicks it off to Layla Felia. Weehee off to Heffling. Marshall, that's Felia. Heffling now, a little high-low with Centrula. Centrula at the baseline. Just jumps up over the top and knocks it down over Kyra Willis.
But that's great recognition on mismatch. She was too far off, giving her some space, and she knocked down a 10-foot jump shot.
Minute 35 to go here in the first half. Bohannon working her way through.
Gabby Marshall wanted that pass. You can't be lazy with it. They'll get a tip on it.
Bohannon pump fakes, drives, tries to dish it off. And that's a nice block by Heffling as she blocks it away and tips it right away as Kyra Willis tried to go up with it. Here you see, Mike, they get it inside, but
barely, though. Too many hands in there. It was too crowded. But right here. Oh, catch you a little short. They got it, though. Clean block, and then we got a foul. So, you're only talking 4 fouls for Mount Notre Dame and 2 for Wayne right now.
Yeah, this first half is buzzing just right by. Rachel Weehee now kicks it over to Layla Felia. She'll back it out and draw the defense with her. Marshall inside to Centrula, who's the hot hand.
That's all. Yep.
Centrula has it fall off her foot. Let's go back and look at that block, Jason says. Probably a little bit too much passing, though, too.
Yeah, well, it's a very tight area for those passing. Good block, though. Turnover by Mount Notre Dame down the other end here. So Wayne's, down 7.
They get it inside. Trice has it tipped away. Now gets it off to Bohannon. Bohannon kicks it over in the corner to Hampton. And again, looks like they're going to work for the last shot, Mike, or at least be patient as we're under 20 seconds to go here in the first half. Trice now dribbling at the top of the key.
10 seconds left to go. Got to go now. People wait too long. Why do you wait this long?
Trice, look, she's just going to work off that high screen.
That's a good shot. Oh, can't finish that again.
And as time expires, that loose ball gets tipped away, and I know what you think, Coach. If you're Coach Trice, what do you tell your team at halftime?
You got to find an easier way to get hoops, and they've been successful, and they've been attacking the hoop. But they haven't been doing it against the zone on a consistent basis. So in my mind, they have to get out and run. Even if they set up the zone, that doesn't mean you can't attack the zone and get some screens up at the elbows. But we'll see what they can do. And then I think Mount Notre Dame kind of won't sleep themselves here the last couple minutes of the second quarter.
So you think he'll go in there and fire them up? They'll come back out with extra energy.
I think both teams will be fired up. The first 3 or 4 minutes coming out at third quarter is going to be crucial.
Folks, grab a cool beverage, kick back, watch a few public address announcements, and Mike Crotty and I will be back to bring you all the second half action here from Princeton High School in this district championship, where Mount Notre Dame leads the Wayne Warriors 20-13 at halftime. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Viking Village here on the campus of Princeton High School for this district championship game where the Mount Notre Dame Lady Cougars lead the Wayne Lady Warriors 20-13 at halftime. Steve Parker and Mike Crotty bringing you this action. Mike, you're looking at those stats. I mean, they're pretty telling.
Yeah, it is. We talked about it before. They got 9 turnovers for Wayne. Off those 9 turnovers, Mount Notre Dame has 9 points. So it's a 7-point game right now. So take care of the basketball, you'll be close in the game. But also, Mount Notre Dame shooting 47% from the field, and Wayne's only shooting 26% from the field. So besides that, it's a pretty equal game. But Wayne's got to take care of the basketball and try to find a way to get easier baskets. Mount Notre Dame's still got to stay aggressive and keep passing the ball around. You know, don't let Wayne hang around. If I'm Coach Doc Rogerson, you want to kind of put the foot to the metal right now, starting the third quarter.
So do you stay in the zone defense?
Yeah, they haven't figured it out yet. No reason to come out of that. I think offensively, though, Mount Notre Dame got a little stagnant there.
Gabby Marshall up to Filia to Cook. Cook free from the baseline.
Move.
Nice stutter step and drive.
A freshman. I tell you what, I've seen her. That she's an impressive shot fake. You don't see that in high school basketball, not girls or boys as much, but everybody wants to shoot the 3 and the deep all the time. That's a great start there.
Back to a 9-point lead here early in the third quarter. Bohannon. Hampton.
That's when she's at her best.
Yeah, it drives in, can't get it to fall. Julia Heffling can't come down with that loose ball. Oh, no, they're going to say that it was tipped away by number 22, Olivia Trice.
I was with you. I thought Bohannon did hit it, but I thought the Heffling hit it after that. But that's all right. That's good 22-13 here.
Heffling.
Little zone. See, they're extending the zone a little bit. Now they're more of a 1-3-1. And they've done a great job on Gabby Marshall, but they're still behind.
Abby Voss threads one in.
Speaking of Gabby.
Yeah, Gabby Marshall with a look.
Speaking of Gabby.
Yeah, how about that feed, off-balance feed by Makira Cook to get it to her, and Marshall just squared up and just buried it. And if you're Coach Trice, you're scratching your head saying, hey, we almost come up with a turnover, and then they bury a 3 to come back.
Yeah, that's great athleticism by Mount Notre Dame, and Gabby just sitting out there waiting for it and knocks it down. Like I said, I don't think the zone's going to work against Mount Notre Dame. They're too experienced. They pass the ball too well. They could shoot 3s, but they could shoot 10-footers, mid-range jumpers too. So that's a tough matchup. If I'm Wayne, sooner or later, I think Coach Trice. I have not seen them play this year, but sooner or later, I think they've got to come out there and try to go back to man-to-man.
Well, what I really like, Mike, is ever since they were down about 6-4 in this quarter, or in that very first quarter.
Right.
The Lady Cougars of Mount Notre Dame have shared the ball better. They've packed that defense a little bit in harder, and they're doing a much better job on the switch and on the inside.
But this Wayne, they have nobody in the middle that can do anything in the middle against the zone, though. You need somebody that can do some damage in the middle.
Hall. Oh, and Marshall almost beat her to the ball, and they're going to say, yeah, over and back. There's a half-court violation as Gabby Marshall tipped it, but they're going to say that Albriana Hall brought it with her as she crossed the line.
This is a danger zone right here. It's early in the third quarter.
Nyla Hampton checking out. Charity Miller in for the Lady Warriors.
Look at this.
Cook.
They went back to the man, like I told you.
Oh, and look at Voss. Gets a good look, can't get it to fall, and Filia almost tracks down that loose ball, but unfortunately dribbled it off that baseline.
See, Wayne went back to that man-to-man like I was talking about. Now that Mount Notre Dame, watch them run their offense, they'll have some flex cuts and back cuts and screens to free some other people open. Try to get closer. Closer to the basket.
Marshall out top. Now swinging over Cook. It's going to sit right in front of Bohannon. Miller. They get it inside, and that's the only young lady that's had the opportunity to get some work down inside. It was Maya Dunson, but Dunson is tied up, and she couldn't get that first shot attempt to fall.
Good entry pass. Couldn't finish. But again, jump ball, possession goes to, just another. No.
And they're going to say that it's Mount Notre Dame ball. They're going to say that Bohannon bounced it out of bounds.
Full court now.
Heffling.
And they got 3 ball handlers out here. That's a turnover.
Yeah, tried to thread it over the top to Gabby Marshall. And again, trying to do a little bit too much, Mike. She should have made the defense commit a little bit quicker. Either that or speed dribble past them.
I like Wayne's changeup on that though. They like you said, you lose a game, you're out. Until next year. You got to throw everything at it, see what sticks.
Bohannon kicks it over in the corner. Again, just flat-footed and no additional passes, trying to dribble her way inside is Hampton.
And they had an easy pass in the corner. There's a good one.
Yeah, nice job by Aubriana Hall of coming up with the loose ball and just knocking it down. Heffling into the corner. Marshall thought about it.
Oh my gosh, what a move. What a move. I'm sorry, yeah. I don't know these young ladies. You probably think I'm her scout or something, our head coach, but that was just old school basketball out there. A couple of shot fakes.
I'm sorry, that was Layla Filia there in the corner, Mike. She looks like a seasoned veteran, and she's only a freshman.
That's for me. I've talked to a couple people. They say she's really, really good. I can see why.
Bohannon on the baseline. Look to take it in. That's a nice block.
Very nice block, but I still like the aggressive nature, Steve. But you notice how when she drove, none of her teammates went with her. They all stayed out there, and even if she misses that, somebody got to be there for the rebound. So it's just a continuity. I don't see that with Wayne right now. There it is. Another one.
Oh, and Abby Voss is going to pick up the foul there as they got it inside Aubriana Hall. I'm sorry, that was Nyla Hampton who's going to step to the line.
It's 2 team fouls for Notre Dame here, the third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, this game's just blowing by, Coach. I mean, there's, again, pretty clean game, some tough defense. Nice job of knocking down that free throw by the 5'6" sophomore guard, Nyla Hampton, for the Lady Warriors of Wayne High School.
Wayne's just got to go possession by possession. Don't look at the scoreboard, just go possession by possession. Take care of the basketball. Try to get some stops on the defensive side.
Off the back of the iron.
Over the back, yeah, yep.
Yeah, they're going to get Olivia Trice for climbing over the back that time. Good box out by Gabby Marshall. 4:46 to go here in the third quarter. Still an 11-point lead by the Lady Cougars.
They're pushing. They're pushing. Marshall and Trice are really getting after each other here.
Filia tries to speed dribble through it.
Oh, somebody's hurt. She's hurt.
And that's Olivia Trice that's down. Again, with a freshman being pressed like that, Mike, wouldn't you want your people in the backcourt to come up and get to her quicker?
As much as possible.
Heffling gets it off to Filia. Filia into the paint, rising up. Oh, that's sweet.
Again, that's just too easy. They open up the middle. That gets her 8 points for the game. She's leading Mount Notre Dame. She averages 9 a game.
Into the corner. Hard bounce and a hard take. Malone trying to work her way down there. Now kicked out back to the top.
You got to shoot that.
Malone can't get it to fall. Filia coming down with the rebound off to Gabby Marshall. Marshall will set up the offense. Heffling looking for a cutter.
Yeah, somebody can go back door. We're playing so much.
Yep, and there you go. Abby Voss posts up and knocks it down.
High-low, old school. A little high-low. Post up, a bit taller than the other player.
Something tells me that Heffling and Voss have done that a few times before.
It's just natural, isn't it? Here they go.
Yeah, and trying to thread that bounce pass was Lovey Malone. That's a nice take and a nice toss up. Can't get it to fall by Aubriana Hall. Look at Shakira Cook. Gabby Marshall calling for the ball. Up and under move. I'm sorry, that's Layla Filia still, Mike.
Good look, though. And look at this. Watch this replay. Good aggressive. And Wayne's exerting so much energy here. You can tell some of the girls are getting gassed already. And Wayne averages 52 points a game. Okay. Wayne's halfway, 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter, only has 16 points, and Wayne averages 52 a game. So that tells you they haven't solved that zone defense by Mount Notre Dame tonight.
Filia true with that second one, pushing it back to a 17-point lead.
Commanding lead. Mount Notre Dame really looks good.
Trice with a quick trigger on a three, no. And look who's tracking down the ball, Gabby Marshall. Now she's going to run it out.
She'll make, look at that decision. Oh.
Tried to get it off to Voss. Gets a lot of contact by Kyra Willis as she tried to get into the paint. So junior Gabby Marshall going to step to the line.
Yeah, the real Wayne, for whatever reason, Mount Notre Dame now all of a sudden is getting into the middle of the court.
True with that first free throw is junior Gabby Marshall. That gives her 5 for the contest. 6, that's pretty good when your leading scorer, Mike, is only, put up about half of the numbers that she normally does here through almost 3 quarters, and you're still leading by almost 20.
Like we talked about, they're deeper this year than they were last year. When they won the state, they're a deeper team.
Olivia Trice trying to thread that down to Kyra Willis, a little bit too tall for Willis. So another turnover by the Wayne Warriors, Mike. Julia Heffling on the trigger. You see now, I like what Dr. Scott's doing here. There's pressure, let your junior take it. Heffling, Voss in the corner. Voss with a good look, a little bit short. Coming down with the rebound is Trice. Gets it off to Bohannon.
Notre Dame is extending the zone a little bit.
Hampton.
Nice take.
With a nice take, kicks it out. Bohannon with a look from the corner, can't get it to fall. And they're going to get Kyra Willis with the hand check on Julia Heffling.
She bumped her pretty good, but again, an open shot from the corner, Steve.
Yeah, it was there. They are doing a little bit more with their dribble drives and drawing the defense and kicking the ball out, Mike, but just they can't seem to knock one down.
But see, as a team, they're only averaging, they're only at 28% for the game or for the season.
Got a discussion here now about something. Maybe they were saying that Layla Filia was trying to. Julia Heffling on the trigger. Inside to Gabby Marshall. Makes it a 2-on-1. And I'm sorry, as Layla Filia can't get it to go. Kyra Willis with the rebound. Nice run out by Filia, though. And Voss is going to go ahead and knee it away. Nice kick save by Abby Voss.
All right, Wayne's got to put a dent in this. It's 19 points right now. They got to try to get it down to at least 12 points if possible. I'd like to say 10. I don't think that's possible. 12 points here by the quarter.
Well, they got a minute 54 to try to make that thing work. And
look at this.
Quick trigger in, but look at Gabby Marshall on the defensive end. Makira Cook going to dribble it over the timeline.
Got some mismatches out there at Mount Notre Dame. See if they find them.
Cook. Marshall squares up, buries the three.
I'm telling you what, her confidence level is huge this year. She wouldn't have done that like that last year. Her three-pointers are deep. Deep.
Bohannon gets inside the paint, can't get it to fall, comes up with the loose ball, kicks it outside.
Good hustle, though.
Hampton thought about it. Bohannon with a nice bounce pass. That's a nice take that time. Finally, Maya Dunson has the opportunity to work inside and worked on the right side of the basket. Heffling inside to Filia. Oh, she snaps a hard pass over to Voss. It goes out of bounds. Another turnover, 58.2 to go. And again, Mike, it's not looking too bright for Wayne, but they got to put the foot on the gas pedal now. He's giving some of his starters a rest right now as Trice and Bohannon both check out. Rachel Weehee going to check back in as Celia Filia checks out for the Lady Cougars of Mount Notre Dame.
Got to pick up the pace if you're Wayne now too, though.
And again, dribbling out on the top and without making a meaningful pass isn't going to do it for you. As there's a bump by Gabby Marshall as she leans into Nyla Hampton. That's Gabby's second foul of the contest. Hampton dribbles into the paint.
Good attack.
That's a nice take. Oh, that's a nice hesitation move too that time by Maya Dunson as she pulled a nice head fake to get Heffling off the ground.
And again, if you're Mount Notre Dame, they don't shoot the ball from three. You want to stay in front of them. Don't let them drive, but that was a good aggressive take there.
Kiara Herring checking into the contest. Is Kyra Willis going to check out? Julia Heffling going to check out. Grace Centrula checking in. Centrula, the sophomore that sparked Mount Notre Dame in the second quarter. Dunson for the three-point play, closing it to a 17-point gap. Centrula gets it into Cook.
They're putting some fresh bodies in there for Wayne to try to press here, give the starters a rest going into the fourth quarter, but 17-point advantage right now.
Cook.
For 5 seconds almost. Oh.
Marshall goes ahead and backs it out. Now Marshall with a nice take.
Blocked.
Oh, nice job on the defense. Unfortunately, Wayne couldn't get rid of the ball, Mike, but so after three complete, you know, Mount Notre Dame's ahead by 17.
Good defense there by Wayne at the end of that, but yeah, 17 points. You got to come out and really try to pressure Mount Notre Dame if you're Wayne right now.
I don't know if they got the firepower, Mike. I mean, again, you know, they've had some open looks. They just can't knock down an open shot.
Yeah.
They can make a contested shot, which we've seen a couple of times with Maya Dunson down in the paint, but as far as like an open shot or even the crisp passing that gets them an open shot, doesn't seem to fall. Folks, if you're wondering about this game or where you can watch it again, feel free to get on ICRC-TV.com. Again, it'll be out there posted on the internet, and you can watch it a couple of different times. There's a good look at Dr. Scott Rogers, last year's state championship winning coach. Also his assistants, and again, they don't have a whole lot of returning firepower. And like you said, Mike, only a couple of seniors on their squad.
Yeah, they got more depth. They got freshmen and sophomores that didn't play last year and stuff like that. So everything is a go right now. I mean, I can't. I've said it before. You and I have seen a lot of good basketball here, but between McCauley, who got beat today, was a good one on the Hills team, beat them. But between Mount Notre Dame, Mason, and Lakota West, you got three of the top 10 teams in the state year in and year out the last couple of years.
Yeah, there's been some state finalists and some state champions out of that crew.
Yeah, West has won one, and Mount Notre Dame won one, and yeah, Mason got beat in the finals.
Coach Trice is having a little bit of trouble with that foul call on Charity Miller. Because he thinks she might have breathed on her too hard.
Well, again, what the officials are going to do here, it wasn't a physical game, but they might call it a little tighter here because of a 17-point advantage.
Heffling working the high post, puts the ball on the ground. Probably doesn't need to.
That's another trip. That's a 1-on-1.
Yeah, now see, that's one place where Wayne has actually changed. They're actually picking up more fouls here in the second half.
Yeah.
You'll see Julia Heffling. Julia Heffling, Mike, the only other double-digit scorer from the regular season from Mount Notre Dame in the contest. Again, we talked about Gabby Marshall. Layla Ophelia was just under 10 per game, and Julia Heffling was right at 10 points per game. And there you see her rattle that free throw in and out. But look at Centrula come up with the rebound. So again, they'll just patiently go into working their high-lows.
Yep. Take it all the way.
Heffling with a nice drop step. Can't get it to fall, but she'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, it's basically they spread everybody out in a one-on-one situation.
So with 7:25 to go, Julia Heffling will step to the free throw line. Just rattled that one out. That's a better looking stroke. Pushing it now back to an 18-point lead. And off the back of the iron, Bohannon slides in for the rebound.
Attack.
Good job by Bohannon. It's Destiny Bohannon. Gabby Marshall picks up her dribble, slings it over to Cook, over to Heffling. Centrula now.
That's
nice
that back door.
cut.
That's that back door.
That's exactly what you were talking about, Mike, as soon as they go into that man-to-man.
Well, they got to overplay, put pressure on the ball, so you go back door and causes them trouble.
Loose ball. Bohannon kicks it into the corner. Hampton gets into the paint, throws it up with her left hand. No good. Loose ball, bodies on the floor. Mount Notre Dame comes up with it as Felia comes up with the ball.
No.
Off to Cook, who tried to save it but couldn't, as Layla Felia led her a little bit too much. And I think Layla Felia is going to come back out.
She's learning as a freshman. When you turn the ball over a couple times and unneed, you'll be coming out.
Abby Voss checking back in as well. Is Grace Centrula going to check out?
Coach Rogers is going to call timeout. I think wants to let him know the situation. 18-point with turning the ball over, and he's going to reset his offense and his defense here a little bit.
Yeah, a little sloppy those last couple of times, Michael. Look, you got 10 seconds to get the ball over the timeline. Relax, make your passes, and then dribble when you have to.
Exactly. But again, commanding league. I mean, you're holding the team, well under their point average for the season. And like you said before, offensively, Wayne, they've had trouble even last year. They don't shoot the ball real well. They 28% from three-point range, and they're like at 37% from two-point range. So that's not,
That's not lighting it up, is it, Coach?
So, but if you understand it as a coach, then you got to get more opportunities. So how do you get more opportunity? You try to push the other team and get turnovers, and they haven't been done that on a consistent basis. Tonight, Wayne is not against a very good Mount Notre Dame team.
Well, and what I've noticed, Coach, is that when they do penetrate and they get inside with their dribble, their heads are down. They can't see who to get it off to. They're trying to make some difficult passes in close quarters. But, again, that's what tournament basketball is all about is you got to play the best to be the best. And of course, that is an awfully tough GWOC, which, again, in our next game, we'll be able to see Beaver Creek coming out of that. Beaver Creek coming out of their region as a #1 seed.
Yeah, Beaver Creek been, for the most of the year, they've been the #1 team in Dayton area, girls basketball all year long.
So I believe the winner of this game gets the winner of would it be the winner of the Mason Beaver Creek game?
The winner of this game gets, I thought they go against Dakota West. I might be wrong, but I thought the winner of this gets Dakota West.
Gabby Marshall on a run out, can't get it to go, and then she's out of bounds when she comes up with that loose ball.
Yeah, she didn't reestablish her feet in bounds yet, but that's a good idea by Gabby.
So with 6:11 to go, a turnover.
Yeah, the winner of this game goes against Mason. So Walnut Hills beat McCauley, and Lakota West dominated Fairmont. So Walnut Hills is probably the surprise one around there, but they're going to be playing Lakota West. So the winner of this game goes against the winner of the Mason Beaver Creek game.
Well, maybe we'll see an all Southwest Ohio regional semifinal and finals. Trying to get it inside, can't get it to fall. And that ball's going to go back to, or is it going to stay with Lady Warriors of Wayne High School, who trail by 18 with 5:40 to go. And look at Gabby Marshall feeding it out to Makira Cook. Cook can't get it to fall.
She's hurt. Hope she's not hurt too bad.
And Gabby Marshall was laying out in the middle of the floor as well as Coach Trice comes over.
All right. Now you got to take her out, though. If you stop, you got to take her out.
Yeah, that was Destiny Bohannon who went down kind of hard.
Yeah, it starts with a turnover. Gabby Marshall getting on the floor, showing them how to play defense and how to hustle.
That's Nyla Hampton coming out as Chastity Miller comes in for her. Makira Cook good with that first free throw. That's Makira's 8th point of the day. And Mike, she does a great job at just working this offense, of getting this offense started.
She can handle the rock, man. She can dribble very well. Like I said, they got 3 people that can handle the ball exceptionally well. Mount Notre Dame does. That makes them hard to press.
And they're back to a 20-point lead. Yeah, the only one they rattled was the freshman a few times, but other than that, Bohannon, Trice thought about it in the corner. There's a look. Couldn't get it to fall, though, was Aubriana Hall. Julia Heffling comes up with the long board. Heffling brings it over the timeline over to Cook. Abby Voss tried to get Gabby Marshall on the curl. Heffling into the paint, over to Voss. Voss with a good look, and that's just a 2, but she buries it from the baseline.
Long 2-pointer, but again, good ball, good movement, and another good pass.
Just a heck of a way to share the ball, Maul. Mike working it around. Bohannon from three-point land nails it, and Coach Trice is going to get a timeout with 4:36 to go, but yeah, maybe a little too late, though, huh, Coach?
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's a 19 point. You're not going to come back on 19 points, but you just, as Coach Trice is probably telling his team, keep on battling, play hard as you can, and see what happens.
$19-point lead with 4:36 to go here. Beautiful day here at Princeton High School. Big shout out to Gary Crowley and all the folks here who do a tremendous job, Mike, of hosting. This is what, the 2nd or 3rd year they've done the Southwest Ohio District Championships down here?
Yeah, 2nd year, yeah, exactly. And it's just nice, good place to watch basketball. And again, we had a 1-point game. I think it was a 1-point, 2-point game the first game. We didn't do that one, but very close game. Last game, a very good Lakota West team. Showed why they've been one of the best teams in the state all year, and now Mountain Notre Dame's doing it the same thing too.
Oh, and Gabby
she
Marshall
landed on the ball.
Goes down hard.
She landed on the ball.
Yeah, well, give her a second. You know Gabby, she'll bounce right back up, go to the free throw line. They're going to call that foul on Aubriana Hall. For Hall, that's her 2nd.
There's a lot of fouls called in the 4th quarter here. The game is slowed down to a snail's pace with all the fouls and free throw shooting.
Gabby Marshall can't get that first one to fall. Gabby looking for her 13th point of the contest. True with that second free throw. Again, pushing it back to a 20-point lead.
Gabby was pretty quiet there the first half. But again, her teammates helped up, and she's made a couple big shots here in the second half.
Deja Scott into the contest now. Bohannon with a dribble drive move, can't get it to fall. Gabby Marshall, though, loses her balance and puts her hand down to balance herself, and her hand goes out of bounds.
She's like, you sure somebody didn't push me out? You didn't know.
All right, so number 1, Chloe Muntz checks in, the senior. Number 1. They're going to get Makira Cook, or no, Gabby Marshall on the foul.
15th foul.
So they'll be in the 1-and-1, and that'll make this marathon go even slower, Coach. Out to the top. Miller. Bohannon. Over to Miller. Swings it over to Muntz, who checked in the contest. Dunson swings it now, and there's a little bit more motion on the offense, Mike, but the passes don't mean much unless you snap them. Dunson in the corner.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Dunson drug her pivot foot.
That long stride, that's a real long stride.
Julia Heffling into Gabby Marshall. Marshall with Chloe Muntz on her. Now they're going to go ahead and trap.
You don't want to pick that up there if you're Mount Notre Dame. You got to.
Good job of Rachel Weehee going to the corner and helping her out as she picked up the dribble over there.
Now it's going to be up, in my mind, Scott Rogers when he wants to pull the starters, probably the next minute or so.
Cook.
If it stays like this.
Penetrates, pulls it back out.
Because Wayne, it looks like they're putting a lot of other people on the bench there.
Rachel Weehee. Gabby backs it out over to Julia Heffling. Back to Gabby Marshall. Marshall's going to say, okay, come and get me so they can count. Okay.
Good.
Bound to get hit with a 5-second call. Okay. Cook over to Voss. Voss snaps it down to Weehee. Weehee looking to make a move. Dribbles out to the top, off to Gabby Marshall. We're under 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go here. And Mount Notre Dame looking to just execute and just break the will. And Gabby Marshall finds the open player, Rachel Weehee. Weehee picks up her dribble, gets it down to Marshall. Marshall gets bumped hard. So Marshall will go to the line. They're in the double bonus now, Mike.
Yep, shooting 2. There we go. Mount Notre Dame going to get some players in. Now you're Mount Notre Dame. You want to come out as healthy as possible against the winner of the next game.
Gabby Marshall true with that first one, making her 14th point of the contest. Rachel Weehee checking back out. Grayson Trula checking in. Abby Voss checking out. Also checking in is number 33, Rebecca Kemper from Mount Notre Dame. Maya Dunson checking out. And Lovey Malone checking back in. Makira Cook and Julia Heffling out, so they've got all their starters out, Mike. Like you said, Riley Haas, a senior, checking in, number 5 from Mount Notre Dame. And Gabby Marshall will be coming back out too, as Ava Tepe checks in, another freshman. So, yeah, nice statement game for Dr. Scott's team.
Yeah, challenging. They were the favorite coming in, no doubt. And couple things as a coach you'll clean up, but I thought they played fairly well.
Nice job by Lovey Malone on the baseline. A freshman ringing that around, knocking down that open jumper. Back to a 20-point lead, however. Riley Haas kicks it over to Ava Tepe. Tepe picks up that dribble at the top of the key.
Yeah, but
thought about it.
Even this group, though, they pass the ball, they attack, they share.
And they're going to go ahead and say Tepe travels. She tried to kick it over to Riley Haas. Number 20, Deja Scott, going to check in. Is Chastity Miller, number 10, going to check out? I'm sorry, Charity Miller, checking out for Dayton Wayne. Malone.
You want to shoot it up. You're from Wayne. Some of those girls, I want to see some shots go up for them. Last game for some of them.
On the baseline, backing it out with her dribble was Chloe Munson.
Shoot that. Shoot that.
And there it goes off the back of the, without touching any of the iron by Deja Scott. And on the quick run out, they're trying to thread it down there to Rebecca Kemper. She couldn't corral it. Under a minute to go here in the contest. And let me check with the truck real quick, Mike, see if we're going to stick around for the trophy ceremony. And bombs away, still can't get it to fall as Lovey Malone throws up a long three, and under 30 seconds to go, Ava Tepe just going to go ahead and get it over the timeline. Riley Haas kicks it over there. Rebecca Kemper back to Tepe. Haas thought about it. No, she'll pull it down. Number 11, that's Grace Burns, a senior, into the contest. Tepe looking for somebody to come to her. Haas with under 5 seconds to go. And it looks like Riley Haas is going to dribble it out. So Mike, Dr. Scott Rogers' team moves to 22-4, and they're going on to face the winner of our next contest, Mason versus Beaver Creek. You can't say too much about Dr. Scott's team there. They just overwhelmed Wayne today.
Yeah, they did what they were expected to do. You're the better team. They took care of business. Now they move on to the regionals again.
So for Jason Dudley and our entire production crew, this is Steve Parker saying we're glad you joined us. Hey, tune in sometime next week because we're going to have some dandy regional semifinal and final games coming for you here on ICRC. Check us out on ICRC-TV.com. So for my partner Mike Crotty, this is Steve Parker saying thank you for joining us for this district championship. Where Mount Notre Dame knocks off Wayne 48-28 here from Viking Village. Thank you and good afternoon, everyone.